Hello everyone, my name is Crowe and welcome to Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, this video is not one of the videos that I intended to release, but I kind of decided that I would do this one because I'm still working on other videos to release. I'm going to be doing some co-op missions in this particular gameplay, and they're not going to be my collaborative co-op missions. I have announced that I'm going to be doing some collaboration co-op missions with Brandon or MediaSync Pro, and I intend to do so. I've already compiled some footage with him, but I still want a little bit more before I make that video. So in this video, I'm going to be doing co-op missions with random people, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to kind of showcase the things about the game that I like versus some of the things that I don't like. This game has a lot of bugs. It is kind of in what I would consider a beta stage, to be completely and totally honest with you. In my personal opinion, it is not a full game because there's many bugs. I've had occurrences with friends where they've fallen through the floors and they've gotten stuck while free running. And when I show you my collaborative Let's Play with MediaSync Pro, you will see what I'm talking about. There are many bugs. So, that being said, the only other really bad thing is some people have a lot of latency and lag issues. There's many different weapons you can choose, and of course you do have your different tiers of weapons, but there's multiple different choices. So it's not like every weapon is its own tier. There's like 3 or 4 different weapons in each tier, and all of them cost the same and have the exact same statistics. It all just comes down to your personal preference of which fighting style you like, which is what I really love, is that you're able to decide between those different tiers. And on top of that, then you have the weapon styles, which is one-handed, heavy, or long range, which right now I'm using a long range weapon because I haven't really used it very much, so I'm trying to check it out.
Harris.
So the co-op missions in this game are really awesome. When you go into co-op, as you can see, you're all going to start in an area. You all have your own kits and your own weapons and your own styles.
Danson's already been taken to the guillotine. You've got a few minutes before he's executed, but I gotta move on.
I am taking my sweet-ass time getting to where I need to go. Everyone else is already ahead of me. Get into this. Gotcha. That's you. There's something so satisfying about fighting alongside your friends in this game. Yes, sir. Alright. Shit! Gotta save my buddy here. Alright. Oh crap, we have to kill the enemies in the face. And that's why I love the guns in this game. Uh-oh. Now, this is something that you need to take in consideration when I said that this game feels like it's kind of a beta. A lot of people have lag issues in this game, so when you're playing multiplayer, a lot of people will disconnect in the middle of the mission. So, if you are going to play this game, I highly suggest playing with friends, because, yeah, access to play services, yada, yada, yada. So that's what I'm saying right there. You really need to make sure that you're okay with these minor disruptions, at least until they're going to patch the game. It's a little bit annoying, a little bit more so than your typical newly released game. Of course, with the newly released game, you are going to expect it to have a little bit of bugs, but this game may be on the upper side of the spectrum as far as bugs are concerned. Now, I know what some people may be asking. Is it possible for you and a group of friends to go through a mission completely stealth? Yes, absolutely. This wouldn't be Assassin's Creed if you could not. It's just when you're playing with randoms, you're not always going to get the cooperation that you want, because for some reason they thought it was a good idea not to allow there to be any in-game chat in this game. Like, there's no voice chat in the game. And so because of that, you are restricted from actually communicating, and you're limited to a few pings that you can do, which is kind of lackluster, to be honest. So although I have a few bad things to say about this game, I have to admit, when you're playing with friends, it is probably the funnest game I've played in a really long time. Oh, look at this guy with the fucking classic Assassin's Creed colors right there. Eddie, I salute you.
Mayor Crowe sent the assassins a message, but she went after the Templars alone. You need to catch up to her.
In case you guys were wondering, if one person gets spotted, it doesn't harm the whole team. That's another thing that I really enjoy. I kind of was hoping there would be a feature like that in Payday, where if one person got spotted, it wouldn't affect the whole team. But it is a feature that is present in this game, and I have to say I really enjoy the whole concept behind it.
Anything over your way? Just some beggar woman in a crazy hat. Go find her and kick her out.
Okay. Eagle vision through this floor. Looks like this guy's... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, so something you may have noticed. When you're playing this game, you're gonna experience a lot of connection issues when you're playing in online multiplayer, when you're trying to play in a public server. I don't think there's any type of restriction to who you're playing with. So you can be playing with people who are in completely different portions of the world. And the problem with that is trying to get 4 different people in 4 different locations in the planet. It's going to become unstable, and everything's going to just crash on you very often, frequent. So when you're playing in a public lobby, that is the thing. Alright, so we're going to try this mission again with 3 different people.
Mayor Crowe sent the assassins a message, but she went after the Templars alone. You need to catch up to her.
You never really know how unstable the servers are going to be, is the thing. When you're playing with 4 different people who are in random portions of the world, you simply never know, like, if you're going to get matched with people who are completely and utterly just on the other side of the planet. And when you're playing with people like that, you're going to get instability in the server.
Show yourself.
And it can get pretty nasty at times. That being said, if you're asking me for my personal opinion, this is what I would tell you when it comes to Assassin's Creed Unity. If you are wanting to play the game and get a single player experience and potentially play with random people in co-op, this is not exactly the Assassin's Creed I would recommend for you. But if you have a group of friends who you're going to be playing with, I probably couldn't recommend any other Assassin's Creed more. And this is definitely, when I'm playing with my friends, this game, I'm having more fun playing it than any game that I've gotten this year. So it's definitely something worth considering. That if you're going to be playing with buddies, this is a title to pick up. You're not going to have as many lag issues as you do when you're playing with randoms, and you're definitely going to have a lot more fun because you're able to communicate with them rather than, you know, just having the no communication that you'll have when you're playing with randoms.
Mayor Crowe left.
Help me open, I know you're there. I'll play you.
Hello. So while my buddies are down there taking care of that, I'm clearing out this building of snipers so that they can get in. And ta-da.
That's it. I've got Mayor Crowe's location.
Sweet. Let's get to it. Alright, this guy's picking the lock. Lock picking is an interesting skill in this game. I really enjoy it. It's something that even if you're not planning on playing multiplayer, I definitely recommend getting, because there's plenty of locked chests throughout the game. So there's essentially 4 different ways that you can build your assassin, and depending on your superior playstyle, the icon in the upper left-hand corner will be different. Right now, you see that it shows that assassin symbol, but it has like three lines going down the middle. I'm pretty sure that indicates ranged, or no, it indicates health. That's what it is. There's 3 different ways you can build your assassin, and now that I'm not in the multiplayer, I can kind of show you. From right here, you can kind of see. Alright, I don't care. On the right-hand side, you can see the 4 different types of assassin that you can build, and right now my superior build is the health. And your icon will change based on that. That's why during the multiplayer, you'll see people with different icons, and that is all influenced by your gear loadout. Your melee weapon, your weapons, don't seem to really play a very big factor in that. What seems to really play a role in that is your equipment. When you're equipping different types of equipment, as you can see on the right hand side, you do have like the different statistics for each class. And then below that, you have what that particular piece of equipment actually does for you. So it's one thing to try to actually make your assassin look cool, but also you have to take into consideration on what the stats for those particular things are. Now, it's obvious that they do try to make like matching sets, each with equivalent statistics. That way, if you want to build your character stealth, at least your gear will match. Even if you don't like the way it looks, at least it'll all look the same. But if you're one of those people who like to mix and match, you could come up with unique combinations that could either look really good or really bad, depending on what your personal opinion is. Take me, for example. I really wanted to wear a hood that had a little bit more of concealment of my face. Something kind of like this, with like a little, I don't know how to describe it. It has like a little extra bit at the tip there that kind of like looks like Altair's hood, kind of like this. But the problem is, it's a full stealth hood and it has no additional health, whereas this one grants more money looted than that one does, and it gives me health. So there was no reason for me not to grab it, even though I didn't like the way it looked. So sometimes you do have to make slight compromises, unless of course you don't care what your statistics are and you just want to look like a complete and total badass, in which case that's definitely something you can do too. If you plan on playing this game by yourself and occasionally play some online multiplayer with some random people, I'd say give this game a couple months before, so they can fix all the things that are wrong with the public servers. If you plan on playing this game with a couple of buddies and you don't mind a few little glitches here and there because you're just playing for the laughs, this game is definitely, in my personal opinion, the funnest game to play with friends this year, at least so far. There's still a few games that are going to be released this year, but in all honesty, with the amount of customization, your ability to customize your weapons, your skill set, and everything in between, I feel like that when you're playing with friends, it's really hard not to at least enjoy yourself a little bit, even if there is a little bit of bugginess here and there. When I'm playing with my buddy, we have no connection issues. Like, he says that he gets lag every now and then, but we never disconnect from each other like I just did from those public co-op games. Whereas, obviously, it made it look really bad because the public servers are crap, but when you're playing with a buddy, it's actually really not that bad, in all honesty. And when I get my gameplay out with me and my buddy, you'll see we never disconnect from each other, and we have a load of fun because we're able to communicate with each other. So once again, if you're playing this game with friends, a definite pickup, definitely something you want to play. If you're not playing this game with friends, and if you're just an Assassin's Creed fan, it may be worth picking up for the single player story, but definitely not for the public servers. So I hope that's answered any questions you guys may have about this game. Me personally, simply because of the cooperative multiplayer, it's definitely my favorite Assassin's Creed, but that's also, you have to take into consideration that I've never been a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I've played about 4 of them, so when you take that in consideration, as far as single player goes, you can't really take my opinion because I don't really know all the single player stories, but it's definitely my personal favorite single-player story as of like so far. And as far as the co-op goes, I mean, obviously there's no other Assassin's Creed that you can compare co-op to, really. I mean, Black Flag had some, but not exactly to the extent that this one has. So once again, guys, I really hope that this has answered any questions you may have of Assassin's Creed Unity, and either confirmed or denied any suspicions or excitement you may have had for the game. It's definitely a game I was very hyped about and looking forward to, and I was slightly upset when I realized the condition of the public servers, but since the majority of the time when I'm playing this game I'm playing with my buddy anyway, I hardly ever even notice it. So despite all the negative reviews on this game, honestly, there is no negativity whatsoever when you're playing with a friend. It's almost impossible to rain on your day when you're playing with a buddy. So anyways, guys, once again, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'll be getting out the content with me and my friend probably within the next couple of days, so make sure you're looking forward to that. And until next time, guys, take it easy.